So we're Black Block, we're a Helsinki-based game development studio, and we're working on mobile-first connected open worlds. I'm Robin Squire, I'm the CEO. I've been working in games now for roughly 10 years. And we're building our first title, which is Retroit. So Retroit is a massive open world. It's set in an always online city. It's a sandbox city where every vehicle is driven by a real player. So that's really the grand ambition that we have. So we want to have essentially a mobile first sandbox MMO. So mobile first is really our kind of primary goal. We're building for mobile device users first and foremost. They're such a huge opportunity for so many people to play this game that we're prioritizing the sort of simple and accessible design that comes with successful mobile games. But we're kind of fusing that with the ambition to build a persistent, seemingly endless open world city that you can just drive across for hours and where thousands of players can coexist in the same space at the same time. So that's kind of typically a goal you would see on PC or console platforms, but we're really trying to tackle that from a mobile first perspective. We're also looking at cross-platform, so we see platforms as almost like additional entry points into the same world, and they can be native to those platforms. And that's really where our work with Genvid on the interactive live stream functionality comes in. So the Genvid integration itself, what we're really just trying to do is leverage their tech to build an additional entry point into that same world. So the world lives on servers, it lives on the back end, it's always online. So, why not build a Twitch stream that's like a window into that world? So you can jump on and watch the players, watch people doing missions or engaging with each other in real time. So we've built this Retroit XYZ news channel. So it kind of gives you 24/7 coverage of the city. You can take a quick look and you can have, you have the news ticker at the bottom with sort of the updates, and you have these CCTV cameras that you can sort of hop around between and observe the world from these different angles. But then you actually have items you can drop in the world. So we're allowing viewers to actually engage with the players down below who will be playing on their mobile devices, on their iPhone or their Android. So we can see here a car just hit that giant soccer ball I dropped into the world. We can also drop, for example, a giant piñata at an intersection, which can block players, and it sort of explodes on impact and pushes people back. And then we have my favorite one, which is the cash truck, so your kind of security van. And that will actually drive around, it's AI controlled, and anyone who crashes into that will earn cash. So you can see here, the cars are just sort of nudging that vehicle and cash is falling out of it, and they're earning $10 for every time they crash into it. So it's kind of like a moving target for people who are actually playing the game. This is the helicopter camera in action, so this sort of pans over the world, viewing it from a high up bird's eye perspective, which is a perspective actually that only really exists on this Twitch stream. Okay, so really that's what we wanted to do with this first integration. And when we were building that, some of the lessons we learned were really around how do we do this at scale. So we feel we're extremely successful in building a sort of demo that works with one viewer. When you start to actually put multiple viewers in front of that, then it gets a bit tricky. It's kind of like giving 3 people a television remote to one television. You'll watch them try and sort of switch between cameras or drop items, and no one really knows who's controlling what, and it's jerking between all of the different interaction points. So what we really have learned from that is the need to design for multiple viewers watching and interacting at the same time. So in terms of what next, so we're out to really tackle that challenge now. So it was successful for a single viewer, but what about when we design it for multiple viewers? What about when we design it for 10 viewers, 100 viewers, more than 100 viewers? How will it scale? So we're currently now looking at ways for viewers to switch cameras independently from one another. So one person can be looking through camera 1 while the other can be looking through camera 2, and they can be hopping around without changing the channel for everyone else. We're also looking at dishing out currency as part of mini games that exist on the stream. So this would allow people to earn cash in a wallet and actually spend that on the items that they're dropping into the world. So that's something that's kind of a long-term goal for us. We want people to have deeper, more meaningful interactions via the live streams, but also it helps solve the issue of multiple viewers dropping items into the world at the same time. It kind of limits the spam. And then also the final thing we're really looking at is closer integration of the mobile and the live streaming platform experiences. So currently they're on separate servers. We want to put them on the same server so the people in the world playing on their mobile devices will see those balls being dropped into the world. They'll see the piñatas and the cash trucks, and vice versa. The people watching the stream will actually now see these interesting player dynamics from the people on the ground. They'll see the police chases and the garbage trucks collecting garbage and all of these kind of interesting things that come from the job economy that we've been putting in place. So that's really something that until we integrate those two experiences, it's very hard to predict how it will work out. So we're really keen to see that. So those are the things that we're looking at. Thank you very much.